Hello and welcome back to Ace Academy. We all glance at Mayu.
I mean, if it's not too much trouble.
She's right. I'll pull up what information I can on Claw of the Wind.
It says wild there, not wind. We wait while Kaori sets up the playing field on the hologram, and soon both our gears and the enemy gears populate the field.
Okay, done. Sho, do you have some insight on them?
Sho scrunches up his brows.
The team is basically Tatsuo. If we can take him out, then the rest won't be much of a challenge without his leadership.
If he's calling the shots, wouldn't he be hanging back in a safe position?
It's not his style. He'll be the one charging in head first.
Well, I can at least respect the guy who leads from the front. Okay.
Is it possible to plan around that?
Kaori nods.
We can set up a trap and focus target him when he rushes in.
We watch as Kaori maps out our plan of operation.
This might actually work.
I agree.
Okay. The plan's good. Sounds fine to me.
I think his teammates will work hard to protect him if they see what we're doing.
That's true.
We think for a moment.
One of us can divert their attention at the start of the match to get them to separate.
Huh? One person against 3 gears? That's a suicide mission.
Not if you don't actually fight them.
It's about winning the match, Sho, not the individual battle. This sets us up with a favorable trade.
Yeah, but I'm assuming we lose points overall if one of us goes down.
That makes sense, but who will be the decoy?
We all look at each other. Whoever is picked will surely get depowered, but hopefully they can keep the enemy distracted long enough for Tatsuo to be taken out. I'll do it. I got this.
Really?
Are you sure?
I nod. You guys have competed together longer, know how to play each other's strengths and to defeat Tatsuo. Kaori crosses her arms.
Just remember that your goal is to delay them from covering Tetsuo.
As if on cue, the map flashes red as the arena entrance doors slide open.
Alright, time to show them what we got.
Kaori lets out a sigh.
You said Sho in your head, didn't you?
Maybe.
Mayu stifles a giggle. If anything, you can always count on Sho to keep up team morale. Let's go. As we enter the arena in our gears, the first thing I notice is the packed stadium. This is still a top 25 team internal match, so it makes sense that people will come out to watch. My heart pounds in my chest. This is our first match against live opponents. Anticipation is both exciting and nerve-wracking. The enemy team enters from the other side of the arena.
Rays of justice illuminate the battlefield. 2 worthy predators enter, but a single phoenix shall rise from the ashes of war.
I see exactly what she means when she describes him as even more annoying than Sho.
Oh my god.
I can hear cringe through the comm.
Isn't he the greatest?
Can we please just shoot this guy?
Let glory and honor commemorate this day. For the crossing of our paths is nothing short of destiny.
I'm changing my intercom to team chat only.
We shall face off in what will be told as legend for generations to come.
Oh, for God's sake.
And muting Sho as well.
Blood and tears will be shed. For greatness demands the fiery cleansing of weakness.
Oh, I am so gonna kick your ass.
Are you all ready for Ace 2049-11 versus Claw of the Wild?
The crowd roars in response. Woo!
That's what I like to hear.
The stadium lights go from red to yellow, and my hands clutch at my controls.
And begin!
Rhinos, take charge!
As expected, their entire team does a full blitz towards us.
Focus and follow the plan.
All our comms flash green in affirmation. I'm breaking off now.
Okay, keep them busy as long as you can.
Right.
Good luck.
I separate from the group.
A stray sheep!
2 enemy gears divert their course and charge towards me.
One of them didn't take the bait.
Put the suppressive fire between Tatsuo and the other gear. Force it to separate and disengage.
Mayu and Sho unload a hail of energy beams, and with no clear path for the adversary gear to go, it changes course to me.
It worked!
Focus.
Sorry.
Converge onto Tatsuo now. And you. Keep the rest locked down as long as you can.
On it. Engaging them now. I'm soon surrounded by 3 enemy gears. At least the trap worked. Tatsuo won't be able to run unless he wants to be shot at his flank. Alright, let's do this. Dead Blossom is ready. Play defensive until the overdrive kicks in. The goal is to buy as much time as possible, so I diverge all my energy output to shields and brace myself for the onslaught.
Energy at 0%.
Damn it.
Eagle depowering.
Well, that could have gone better. As my gear kneels to the ground, my displays go back for a second before entering spectator mode. Tatsuo is taken out shortly after my fall, and the rest of my team engages the remaining targets. Can't help but wonder why the overdrive mode didn't activate like last time. Eagle, why did you not initiate emergency power core protocol?
Protocol EPC was unavailable.
What do you mean by it was unavailable?
Requested diagnostic data unavailable.
That's really helpful, thanks.
Sarcasm detected.
An astute observation.
Sarcasm detected.
Okay, stop.
Affirmative.
I'll have to look into the details about Protocol EPC. Would have come in handy in a situation like
Match
this.
complete. 8-20-49-11 are the winners.
I blink as victory prompt scrolls across my screens. The crowd erupts into cheers. Looks like the plan worked without a hitch.
Good work, everyone.
Especially Mr. Broseph. You kept them busy enough to let us do our thing and sweep up the rest.
Yes, thank you.
No problem. The announcer's voice catches us all by surprise.
Please exit the arena so we may prepare for the next battle.
Still in our gears, we make our way to the exit when Tatsuo appears before
A
us.
well-fought battle.
Yeah, man.
The bear hibernates to regain its strength. But with powerful resolve, we will return to challenge the King of the Wild.
Oh god. This guy might be my favourite character. Okay, serious mode.
We're up for a rematch anytime, Tatsuo.
Sho and Tatsuo's gears shake
The
hands.
sun sets, and so we depart. Ducks fly together!
What? What the hell did that mean? Tatsuo and his teammates all boost out of the arena in a V shape.
I can't even.
My team and I meet up in the arena stands after exiting our gears.
This should help bump us up into the top 20. Claw of the Wild were ranked 18.
Well played.
How's Eagle holding up?
Scarred with battle wounds. Exactly how it should be. Showing signs of a well-fought battle.
I like it. Builds character.
I'm actually a little surprised.
What's up, Mayu?
Oh, I was just trying to think of why your overdrive mode didn't activate.
Kaori perks up.
Yeah, the perimeters were the same when you were about to get depowered. Except this time, you did get depowered.
Maybe we're missing something?
I'll have to look into it.
Hey, we have an engineer now who can help with that.
Mayu
That's
beams.
right!
Speaking of which, I wonder if she was able to watch the match. And I wonder if she noticed any more changes she can help to improve our gears.
Good thinking. I pull up my phone and text Valerie, but looks like she's already beaten me to it. Congrats on the win. I'm just a little sad Eagle got depowered. Anyway, I'll be at the quad for a bit. You should drop by. She's at the campus quad. We can meet up with her there.
Let's change out of these suits and go meet her.
We nod and make our way out of the arena stands. Shu and I change into our uniforms and meet the girls outside. Then once we reach the quad, I easily spot Valerie with her light blonde hair. Wonder if I stick out just as much. She grins as we approach.
Oh hey, you came.
Oh, frick. God, some of the sexual innuendos in this game. Hey, Valerie. She nods.
Looks like you brought company.
Kaori and Mayu both greet her and Sho offers her a wave.
If it's not too much trouble, maybe please ask you a couple of questions?
Sure, what's up? Did you watch the match? Of course. Actually, I wanted to talk to you guys about a few ideas I have in mind to improve your gear performance.
Kaori looks pleasantly surprised.
Really? Mm-hmm. I'm drafting up the plans for the improvements, but there's still a few calculations to do. I'll have a completed report done in a few days. Oh, wow! That would be great!
Sho is just as surprised.
Someone managed to impress Kaori. I thought the day would never come.
Shut up, Sho!
Valerie stifles a giggle with her hand, and Mayu also cracks a smile. Kaori turns back to Valerie.
Did you watch the qualifier matches last week, too?
Valerie nods.
The overdrive mode. You're wondering how it works?
That piqued my interest. You know?
Not yet. I was hoping I could research your core. With your permission, of course.
She winks at me. And although I don't appreciate her snooping, having to investigate this phenomenon will be a huge benefit. With supervision, sure. Valerie pouts playfully.
Oh, fine. Those were all the questions I had.
An awkward silence settles. Sho suddenly speaks up.
Alright, there's only one thing left to do.
What's that?
Celebrate our victory! Party at my place!
Valerie giggles in excitement.
Count me in.
That's the spirit! What about the rest of you?
Simultaneously, Kaori and Mayu shake their heads.
Not really the partying type.
I don't think so.
Come on, this is our first victory together. As a team.
Didn't we win the last round? He spreads his arms wide, gesturing to everyone around him, and emphasizes Valerie.
As a team.
Aw, I'm part of the team.
Sho pulls all of us into a hug, and Kaori immediately wriggles free and tries to protest, but Sho speaks before she can.
I won't take no for an answer. As my father always says, a team that parties together wins together.
There is no way that's a saying.
He doesn't say that.
Well, he could have in a past life or something. So, does this mean we should go now?
I suppose, if everyone's going, I can go too.
Kaori sighs.
Fine, but only for a little bit.
And you're coming too, right, Mr. Broseph?
Yeah, I'll go. Sure.
Let's go then!
We should invite Yuna. Hey Shu, I'm gonna text Yuna. Maybe she'd like to go too?
Good idea. The whole team really will party together.
When I check my phone, there's already a message waiting for me from Yuna. Congratulations on your victory. Your gears looked so good out there, by the way. Yeah. Holding back a smile, I replied to her text. Thanks. We're all going to Shu's dorm to celebrate. You should come. Yuna responds immediately. I would, but I already have plans. Next time for sure. Have fun. Yeah, can't say we didn't invite her. Shu lets go of everyone and leads the way, and Valerie keeps pace with him, while the rest of us hang back, a little unsure of what we have just agreed to. As soon as we stop in front of the house, Shu is surrounded by his Borosevs, all of whom shower him with praise and congratulations.
Thanks, guys. How's Tatsuo and company?
Tatsuo took him to a forbidden hot spring to recover flesh wounds and reinvigorate their inner chi.
Right.
Oh, God.
That sounds like him.
As I say, Tatsuo may well be my favourite character in this. They burst into laughter. The place is already crowded with pilots from other dorms, and more keep filling in at a steady pace. Everyone fans out, and Mayu sticks close to Shu while Valerie makes a dive for the kitchen, and the dark-haired female pilot walks past us and greets Kaori. She seems really familiar. Was she checking out the leaderboards while I was in the pilot's lounge? Either way, Kaori scowls when she sees the girl, and just laughs and grabs Kaori's arm, dragging her into a throng of people. I push my way past the living room and hear music coming from a short staircase leading to the lower level. It's dark, but strobes of coloured light flash from below. Sounds like there's a rave going on. I'm not sure about going down there. Carefully, I weave my way into the kitchen, narrowly avoiding a dousing from a fruity drink. And when I arrive, I gulp a cornucopia of alcohol. And I help myself to... Well, I'm more of a wine guy. You know, I don't tend to drink beer. I'm also rather into vodka. And pretty much anything that'll get you smashed. This is the problem. I've been drinking cocktails since I was about 14, so... You know, let's face it. Literally drinking vodka martinis at the weekend, and incidentally, anyone who shakes a vodka martini is a heathen. Don't do it. You stir martinis, damn it. I mean, it's worse if you shake a gin martini, because that actually does bruise the gin, and just... no. Oh, just have a beer, man. There's both a keg and cans of beer in the cooler. Go with the cooler. The cooler actually has a pretty varied selection, and I choose one of my favourites and take one last look at the keg. I do not trust kegs. If they aren't stored right, they can be undrinkable. Now that I have a drink, I should find my friends. Let's look for... Oh, screw it, let's talk to her. I spot Valerie in the kitchen with some guy. Her body's pressed up against him as she whispers something in his ear. The guy perks up, nods, and rushes out of the kitchen and towards the hallway. With a huge grin on her face, Valerie notices me and comes over. Her hips move alluringly with her walk, but she seems a tad unsteady on her feet.
Hey, you.
Is she a bit drunk? Who was that guy?
Oh, I don't know.
Really? 'Cause you seemed kinda close.
Forget about him. He's not important.
Yeah, she's a flirty drunk.
The better question is, what's a guy like you doing in a place like this?
Of all the space bars in all the galaxies, she had to walk into mine. Just getting a drink.
Oh yeah?
She giggles and leans in closer to me.
I might have had a drink too.
I'd never have guessed. Looks like one's all you need. Well, it seems like you've had enough anyway. She pouts.
Aw, don't be like that. The party's only just getting started.
I shrug and take a sip from my drink. As I bring it back down, Valerie takes the cup from me and also takes a sip. Hey!
Good choice. It seems like you know how to enjoy yourself at a party too.
I suppose. Someone nearly bumps into us as they reach for a drink. Valerie frowns.
Come on, let's go find someplace else to talk. It's too busy in here.
She grabs my hand and leads me to the living room. The couch is surprisingly empty, so Valerie plops down and pats the space beside her, and I oblige her and sit down.
I hope you're not still angry with me.
About what?
About your core.
Oh. No, I'm not angry.
Good, because now that I'm your engineer, you're gonna be seeing a lot more of me.
Very true. Oh yeah?
Of course. Somebody needs to make sure that your core gets a lot of tender, loving care.
Hey, I give it a lot of TLC. You do realise, dude, that was clearly a masturbation joke, right?
I'll bet you do.
There we go. Huh?
I meant someone besides you. Someone with a gentler touch who knows how to treat it right.
You don't know anything about my core.
Well, I'd like to.
I'm suddenly aware of how close she is to me, and she puts a hand on my
I'd
arm.
like the chance to get to know it intimately.
She closes the gap between us, and I feel her soft skin on me. Her breath tickles my ear as she whispers.
Do you know where Show's room is?
No.
You know where the bedrooms are?
I think I remember seeing the hallway leading towards them and nod.
Show's room is on the first level, third door on the right.
Okay.
Go there. Wait for me on the bed. I'll be right behind you.
Bad idea. Bad idea. It would be wrong to say yes. Gently, I push her away from me and shake my head. I can't, I'm sorry. Her eyes are wide in surprise.
How come?
It wouldn't be right to take advantage of you when you aren't thinking straight.
My mind couldn't be more clear.
You might think that, but you've had a few drinks. Alcohol always clouds minds.
Trust me. This is what I want.
I shake my head again. I'm sorry. She pouts.
I see.
But even though she's pouting, she doesn't seem that upset. In fact, she almost seems to like my answer. Why are you doing this?
Doing what?
I've got to say, was anybody else kind of half expecting a variant of the Witcher 3 sequence? Because if you're not aware, there's a bit in Witcher 3 where if you attempt to romance both of the two available options, they will basically offer you a threesome. And then they will tie you up and bugger off. Yeah, and the general comment is, yep, you deserved that. They basically just gang up on you. So I could half expect her, you go up, you wait for her, and instead all the show's mates come in and, it's hilarious. You know what I mean?
I'm just having a little fun. It's a party after all.
But you're toying with these guys' emotions. Aren't you worried someone's going to get hurt? Valerie laughs.
Oh, please. Like they're any better.
Huh?
A drunk girl and an empty room. The fact that they jumped on that opportunity means there was only one thing on their mind. Then who would have gotten hurt?
Perhaps. She does have a point. A good guy, she couldn't take advantage of someone who wasn't thinking clearly.
I'm just turning their own game against them.
Honestly? Have fun! Your system's flawed, but you're a regular vigilante. I suppose they aren't that innocent, huh?
Exactly. And someone has to show them the error of their ways.
And that just happens to be you.
Well...
She draws out the word and smirks.
Nah, not tonight. I've got something even better in mind.
She grabs my hand and leads me towards the rave downstairs.
Come on! Let's dance.
Although I try at first to protest, she's persistent, and we end up having a great night of dancing and chatting. It's late by the time I get home, and everyone's already asleep. I tiptoe into my room and collapse onto my bed. Exhausted, I fall asleep as soon as my head hits the pillow. The sun shining through my window splashes on my face and wakes me up, and I stretch in a wide yawn and glance at the clock. Nearly 10. I'm glad I got the chance to sleep after the party last night, but I don't want to waste my weekend. I hop out of bed and get ready for the day. What's my plan for today? I should thank Una for all her help finding a sponsor. Una has really come through for me this past week, and I feel like I should do something nice to thank her. Maybe she's free for lunch. I dial her number and wait for her to answer.
Hello?
Hey Una, have you eaten yet? She seems a little surprised.
Oh, no, not yet.
Great, let me treat you to lunch. If it weren't for you, we never would have found a sponsor, and this is my way of saying thank you. The team and I are really grateful for your help.
You don't have to do that. Really, it was no trouble at all.
Please, I insist.
In that case, sure, I'd love to. Do you have a place in mind?
Well, the new place isn't open yet. You can choose. We can go wherever you'd like to go.
Since you've already offered to pay, I think we should go where you'd like to go.
Okay. And suddenly I remember a past conversation with Uncle Kaido. How do you feel about Western cuisine?
I love it!
I've heard there's a good Western restaurant near the park.
Oh, I think I know which place you're talking about. I haven't been before, but I've been meaning to try it.
Perfect. I'll meet you there.
See you soon.
After making my plans, I head downstairs.
Oh, hey! Didn't see you there, big bro.
She seems to be back to her usual self. Glad to see you're feeling better.
Oh yeah, I definitely am.
As she speaks, a devilish smile graces her lips. She's up to something.
Anyway, you going out today?
Yeah, why? She starts giggling.
No reason.
Okay. Actually, I'm glad I ran into you. Look, I want to apologise.
Apologize?
Yeah, I saw your text from a couple of days ago. I'm sorry I didn't answer. I didn't have my phone on me. I didn't see them until too late. Nikki crosses her arms.
Yeah, sure. Likely story.
No, really, I left it in my gear.
What?
Twice.
Oh, come on. At least come up with something more believable.
What's more believable than the truth? No, really, it's the truth.
What was your phone doing in your gear in the first place?
It was charging. She blinks at me.
You really are hopeless.
Look. I pull up my messages and flash my phone in her face. Rolling her eyes, she reluctantly takes a look. Oh. What do you mean by oh? Nikki bites her lip as she continues scrolling.
No.
She hands back my phone. She seems worried about something. Probably found mean she was to me yesterday. It's okay, Nikki. I understand why you were angry, but I wanted you to know I didn't do it on purpose. No hard feelings, right?
About that.
What's she done? Huh?
Remember when you said you were going out today?
Yeah.
You might not want to do that.
Why not? Nikki shuffles her feet and continues to bite her lip.
Because you definitely don't want to go into the garage.
What did you do to the bike? My eyes widen. I spin on my heel and race towards the garage as Nikki cries out for me to wait. And throwing open the door, I feel like a hand is squeezing my heart. And Nikki catches up with me and cringes.
Now, before you get mad...
Nikki?
Just remember that I was really annoyed with you and wanted revenge.
Not helping. She quiets down, but she can't stand the silence.
At least it looks really pretty now.
It looks like a unicorn threw up all over my baby! All I could do is stare at horror at the glittery desecration of my beautiful bike. Nikki hides her face in her hands.
I'm sorry. I promise I'll clean it up.
Yeah, you will!
Let me get a bucket.
Nikki turns to leave, but I sigh. Not right now, I have to go. I take another look at the pink sparkles winkling in the light. Maybe I should take the bus. No, I can't. The bus won't come for another 20 minutes and I need to leave now.
I'll clean it up later then.
I nod, and with a grimace I reluctantly ease myself onto my bike. The engine roars to life and glitter flutters behind me in a rainbow trail of happiness. This is so embarrassing. The restaurant calls itself a diner, but has more of an upscale atmosphere. Tables all have fresh tablecloths and a small vase with a flower, and the ambience is calmer than a diner, but still family-friendly. Yuna's waiting for me by the hostess stand when I arrive. I was actually pretty fast. Were you waiting long? I figured the bus would take a little more time than that. Yuna giggles and shakes her head.
You're right, the bus would take more time. That's why I walked over.
Ah, that's right, she lives on the other side of the park. It's not too bad of a walk on a good day like today. Wouldn't want to do it in bad weather, though. Now, I'm sure I've made you wait long enough. Let's get seated. Her brows furrow.
Shouldn't we wait for the others?
Others?
The rest of the team. Oh.
I could call them.
No, it's okay. Let's get seated.
She grabs the hostess's attention, who leads us to a table. And we sit down and Yuna buries her face in the menu. Maybe I should call them. I know they'd want to thank you too. Yuna makes eye contact for the first time since the misunderstanding, and her expression softens.
I'm sorry, I was just surprised. I don't mind hanging out, just the two of us.
She blushes as she says that, and I grin. Okay. We both stare at our menus again. I'm a little surprised by how extensive it is. They offer breakfast, lunch, dinner, even brunch on weekends. So what are you going to order?
I think I will go with the burger.
You like American food?
Yes, the burger is my favorite, but I also like hot dogs and pizza too.
Can I point out that pizza is originally Italian, but yes, the Americans have now claimed it so thoroughly that, you can't, well... Especially something like Chicago deep dish pizza, which... What the hell is that, seriously?
What will you get?
Something familiar. I'm missing my food from back home, but I spot a few of my favourites on the menu. Ooh, always go with the steak. I think I'll try the steak. Hope it tastes similar to what I'm used to.
Do you eat this a lot?
I don't know if I'd say a lot, but it's something I would eat if I was back home. Yuna looks interested.
You will have to tell me if it tastes the same.
The waiter comes by and takes our order, complimenting on us on our choices, and Yuna and I share an amusing smile. So, look, again, I just want to thank you for working so hard to get us a sponsor, especially after that disaster of an interview. Yuna's face clouds at the mention of the interview.
That guy wouldn't have been good for you anyway. He couldn't see past his own ego to notice how strong of a team you guys are.
I stare at her in surprise. She's usually so calm, positive.
What?
I'm a little surprised. I didn't expect to hear that from you. She looks amused.
I only say it because it's true.
Still, after that experience, it's pretty amazing that you managed to get us such a great sponsor. You and the SBA are lifesavers. Yuna fidgets in her seat.
Oh, actually, I quit the SBA.
What?
I couldn't stay after what happened after the interview. The organization has changed from what it used to be and has strayed too far from its mission.
Isn't the whole point of the SBA to help teams find sponsors? Doesn't it do that anymore?
The SBA was originally founded to help all teams get matched up with a sponsor. But now the only teams they care about are the top tier teams who don't really need the association's help because their stats speak for themselves. The people who really need their help get turned away or pushed aside, and I just don't agree with that.
Yeah, she's an idealist. Well, technically it was the company that turned us down, not the SBA.
That's the problem. The only companies within the SBA network are those who feel the same as Warp Tech. I can't tell you how many calls I made, only to get turned down once they knew your ranking. But the worst part is, when my colleagues noticed me struggling, instead of offering to help, they encouraged me to give up because I was bringing down the association's statistics.
Yeah, that's a bit of a dick
How can they
move.
call themselves a bridging association when they are so discriminatory? A bridge doesn't pick and choose who goes across it.
Right, that to me seems like an excellent point to end this part. So, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next.